Welcome to the review of Tre Scott's Sitting on the Throne. Tre Scott's Sitting on the Throne is the third project from the artist Margarine, who released 2013's Chrissy Bacon and Other Odd Songs, and 2014's release under the name Taft Carl, the artist formerly known as Margarine, Deadly Sins and Other Bizarre Songs. Sitting on the Throne was released on March 23rd, 2016. And after 2 years and 3 months and 20-some days, Tre Scott, who must have got his name from the Santa Claus video when someone was like, Tre Scott! So, usually his stuff was more like parody, but he's taking a little more, seems like it's more serious this time, kind of a more serious angle. And, I gotta say, it's pretty good. Compared to his other work, it's more improved. He's improved a couple of things. One being the sound quality. He was using a old MP3 player to record his music, but now he uses a Sony voice recorder, so he stepped up his game a little bit. But he's still playing the instrumental off of a Beats Pill speaker, and he only does one take, so there's a couple times in there where he messes up, but it's not as many mistakes. When he's rapping, it's a little more smoother than his previous project. Starts off with the title track, Sitting on the Throne, which is to the beat of Childish Gambino's Bonfire. And out of this song, you can tell that he sounds more confident and more angry and aggressive with his delivery and with just the lyrics, I guess. Well, the lyrics are pretty cool. He has a lot of cool lines in that song. So I don't know. He should definitely make a music video for Sitting on the Throne. That's a real good one. Then it goes into Welcome to Emporia, which is an interlude track into Emporia, Kansas, which is the third cut and was the lead single from Sitting on the Throne. Welcome to Emporia is basically the Emporia version of the South Park theme song, which is pretty funny. And then the Emporia, Kansas is to California Love by Tupac and Dr. Dre. The first verse is just, it's really good. Just describes the way the rapper feels about Emporia. And I think that first verse is just excellent. And then the second verse is alright, but the first verse, just superb. One of his best verses from any of his projects under any of his names that he's used. Very good, Tre Scott. And then it goes to the track Let's Move to Colorado, which is kind of a song about weed. And then goes into Mama's Got a Gun, which is kind of like it's just him and he's just strumming on a guitar. I don't even know if he knows what he's doing, but he's just strumming on it and he's like, Mama's got a gun. And it's a song about a mom with a gun who goes to work and shoots her boss, then goes home, kills her husband, and then turns the gun on herself. Kind of dark. And then it goes into the song Suicide Note, which is kind of a dark thing about suicide, and then it goes into the song I'm Just Kidding. So I feel like these are kind of connected. Like it goes from the Emporia songs to Let's Move to Colorado, even though in the Emporia song he said, why would someone move from the great state of Kansas in it, and then at the end of Let's Move to Colorado he says something like, we ran out of weed but we could go into my mom's stash, but I don't think that's a good idea. And then he goes into a song called Mama's Got a Gun, as in that wouldn't be a good idea because she's got a gun. And then it goes from everyone getting killed to a suicide note, which is like, oh man, everyone else is gone, maybe I should shoot myself in. And then after that song it goes into I'm Just Kidding, as in like he wouldn't actually commit suicide. But I don't know, maybe they're not connected, maybe they are. And then it goes into a song called, like a love song. It's in 3 different languages. Starts off with Chinese, then flows seamlessly into Spanish, and kind of stutters a couple times when he's speaking in Spanish, when he's rapping in Spanish. Then he goes into English, and then the last sentence he says is in Spanish, and it's about like fighting Vladimir Putin for this girl's love. But it's just ridiculous. I mean, you write like a 5.5-minute song for some girl, and I bet you didn't get a girlfriend, did you? Tre Scott, did you get a girlfriend by doing that song? No, I didn't. But I dodged a bullet. I can do a lot better than that. That's what I thought. Yeah, it was not worth it. Out of all the things, this is just kind of The most cringy one, I don't know. Just stay away from love songs. I mean, you've never even had a girlfriend. What do you know about love? And then it goes into the Dirty Pokemon rap song, which is pretty good. It's one of the better tracks on here. It is really good. Just so many good lines about Pokemon infused with sexual innuendo. It'll make you rethink your childhood of Pokemon games. Then it goes into the song Throw Some More, Cap 2, Unload a Remix, which is to the race remembrance Throw Some Mo. But it's like, we got 2 trucks, so throw some mo. The line is empty, so throw some mo. Broken salsa all over the flow, you know? So it's a really catchy song, and it's about working at Walmart. That's Tre's job, evidently. He works at Walmart unloading trucks, but that's what it's about. So you know you're supposed to rap. They say you're supposed to rap about what you know, so I guess that's what he's rapping about, his job. And then it goes into Capitalist Shrine number 557, which is also kind of about his job working in retail, but it just kind of just looks at capitalism in general and about like, oh well, you know, it's not all that cracked up. Like, people get exploited in other countries just so people in America can enjoy cheap consumer goods. And then it goes into the song Recycle Reuse, which is a really good, should be an Earth Day anthem. It's like recycle, reuse, land is something that we shouldn't abuse. For the sake of profit is not a legitimate excuse. And I really like the music video to this song. It's really good. It's really catchy. It's a really good song. And then it goes into the song Stereotypical Rap Song, which is just basically talking about how rap seems to all be about the same thing, you know, money, women, drugs, party, and stuff like that. It kind of just pokes fun at that, I guess. And then it goes into the song Fast Food, which is kind of like Gluttony Part 2, perhaps. It's just about, you know, eating fast food, how it's unhealthy for you, but you still eat it because it's just so convenient. And then it goes into the song Seize the Demise of True Gamer, which is kind of a diss track towards a business, I guess. And then it goes into a Yu-Gi-Oh rap, which is pretty cool. It's a good one. Should be a music video for it. It's like the first half is like he's just rapping and he's making references to Yu-Gi-Oh stuff. Like, I'm an Egyptian rap god. I'm tormenting these rappers like I'm Obelisk. You know, like Obelisk the Tormentor. It's pretty cool. He mentions like a lot of the main cards. And then the second half, he's kind of like, at one point, he's like rapping as he's card battling someone in Yu-Gi-Oh, so it's pretty cool. And then after that is like 2 diss tracks about people that he worked with at one point. One All I Need, which is another love song that's kind of cringy. Well, it is cringy. But, and then it goes with the ending track, track 20. There's 20 tracks on this one. It's his longest project yet. Called Margarine or Butter. And it is really good. The first 2 verses are like perfect. The third verse, it's good, kind of, but it's not the greatest. But the first 2 verses just like a great way to end it. It's really catchy. He's really rapping on beat. I would say on Sitting on the Throne and Margarine or Butter, he's really rapping on the beat. He's really just like saying it with conviction, with style, with grit, you know. So I think overall this project was really good. The sound quality was better than Crispy Bacon and Deadly Sins, and it was just pretty decent. Like, I really think it was good. I would definitely say this is his best project yet, and I'm looking forward to see where he goes next, like what direction he'll take his artistic. But I'm looking forward to his next project. So hopefully it'll be as good as this, because this is really good. I mean, the Capitalist Shrine number 557 is an actual beat that no one's ever had before. One of his friends produced it. One of Tre Scott's friends. So it's good. Like, I recommend listening to it. If you're going to listen to any of his projects, Sitting on the Throne is definitely the one you should listen to, because it's the best one, hands down. There's like 20 tracks, and I'd probably say maybe 5 of them aren't very good. I'd probably say the worst tracks are Dale's Prophecy Fulfilled and All I Want, All I Need. Best tracks definitely Sitting on the Throne, Margarine or Butter, the Dirty Pokemon rap song, Emporia, Kansas. I even liked Welcome to Emporia, the Throw Some More, Unload a Remix, Recycle Reuse, the Yu-Gi-Oh rap. All those songs are like, I think are really good. So I'm going to give Tre Scott Sitting on the Throne I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 for Tre Scott sitting on the throne.